Good morning and welcome to Morning Joy Blogs with Cynthia. Today is Monday, August the 23rd. So we are starting a brand new week and we are continuing to look at devotions under the topic of believing in God. But before we get started with our devotion for today, I want to do a little bit of a birthday shout out to Isaac, who is my oldest son. 26 years ago today, God gave him life in this world. And while I may not have been the one who brought him into this world, 3 months after he was born, God chose me to be his mom. And what a beautiful gift that was. I have loved every day since. I continue to love every day. Today is not only a milestone of turning 26 for him, but it is the first birthday that he will celebrate, not only as a young man, but as a new father. So, Isaac, I hope you have an amazing birthday, son. I hope that you always continue to listen to the Lord and follow him and have an amazing day. All right, today's devotion is titled Boldly Believing. Life is full of pain, sorrow, limitations, failures, injustice, and disappointment. But all of your circumstances are within my providence. I am always working all things together for good. Things may not always seem like they're going to work together for good, but you can trust in my promises to you. Most of the time, it's the toughest circumstances that strengthen your faith the most. I want you to learn to not just have faith and hope in an expected outcome, but to have hope in me, knowing that I will do what is best for you. I can't promise it will be easy or pleasant, but I can assure you that I love you and I always have your very best interest at heart. When troubles come your way, I want you to get to the point where you don't immediately worry, but you look to me and you wait upon me to work within your circumstances. When you encounter difficulties, I want you to not be filled with doubt and disbelief, but instead be assured that if I've allowed it, I will use it for good. I want you to have peace at all times and in all ways. So trust in the promises I've made to you and decide to believe each and every one of them. Philippians chapter 1 verse 14 says, "My being in prison has given most of the believers more confidence in the Lord, so that they grow bolder all the time to preach the message fearlessly." Now this is God's servant Paul talking to the Philippians, but God wants us to believe boldly. And when things happen in our life, He doesn't want us to immediately give in to fear and despair. He doesn't want us to break down and shut down. He wants us to look to Him and say, "Okay, Lord, I know you got this." You know the song, "Jesus Take the Wheel"? Let Jesus take the wheel. Let Him be the pilot that drives you. Excuse me. Wait upon Him to work in your circumstances. Know that He has the ability to take all your circumstances and use it for good. So today, as you start off this week, let Him have the wheel. I want you to say, "Jesus, take the wheel." Are you ready? I'm going to count to 3 and I want you to say it. 1, 2, 3. Jesus, take the wheel. Did you mean it? Did you really mean it when you said it? Let's make sure. We're going to do it again. We're going to count to 3 and we're going to say it 3 times. And each time we say it, let's get louder and louder. We want to convince God that He can have the will of our life, that we believe He can take our circumstances and He can make them into something good and use them for something good. Are you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Don't you feel great? And that's what you need to do. The moment that life comes crashing down, don't cry. Don't act like you don't have a hope for your future. Don't act like you don't have answers. You look up and you say, okay, maybe even chuckle and laugh, because you know that Jesus is going to take the wheel, and you know that as He's driving, you're going to sit back and look out the window and look and reap and take in all the joy and blessings. Have a great Monday. Let Jesus take the wheel, and you sit back and enjoy the ride. I love you. Hugs, 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 everyone. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.